This is the STL Medical Weight Loss Radio Show with Dr. Joe. No more talking, let's go.
Welcome back to the STL Medical Weight Loss Radio Show. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Moleski. I'm excited to be here. Drew, how you doing?
I am excited. I'm renewed, after a little weekend getaway.
Oh, yeah.
Last week, we went out of town, and it was a good time. Ate a lot of food.
Okay.
Gained a couple pounds, but then I already lost it, so it's good.
There you go. Look at that. Obesity is a disease of poor habits. These medications keep you on track.
They really do. It's funny because if this was a vacation that I did a year ago, or 6 months ago,
sure,
I would have went to my favorite spot and got this, then my favorite spot and got that, and whatnot. Becky and I, we went to our favorite spots, but we had one entree. We shared it, and we moved on to the next. We were never full. We were never disgusted with ourselves. And that just goes to show you how this medicine works. It does curb your appetite. You don't have those cravings.
Yeah, and the key thing is when you were on vacation, it wasn't like you were deprived. You were like, we're just going to stay in the house and not eat anything. No, you went out, but you were able to make good decisions.
Yes.
And you were able to, decrease the amount that you're eating, sharing the food, etc. But the key that really sticks out when you're on this medication is the next week.
Yes.
Okay? So you did a vacation, you had a party or whatever it may be. The following week, you stayed on the diet. You stayed on the medication. You stayed consistent. This medication, we use it as a tool. That's the difference, guys, is we see patients that are on fad diets. It lasts 2 to 3 weeks. They have a party, they have an event, they have a birthday, and then Monday rolls around, they're like, well, I did good, I lost 5 pounds. Okay, now what I can do is I can cheat a little bit. I can have a little extra, and then 2 weeks later, you're like, well, I'm off the diet, and I'm back up 15 pounds. So that, what you just said, is so key. That's like having that reminder, hey, it's Monday, I just got back from vacation, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm not going to indulge, and I'm going to continue with my weight loss. I'm down 75 pounds, Drew, and guess what? I'm going to get 80 pounds, 90 pounds, 100 pounds, because I have that on board. I have that medication that is quieting my mind and keeping me on the diet. I always post on my social media, how long does your diet last?
Right.
When do you jump off the diet? And are you constantly going up and down, up and down? Drew, this could have been a down part for you, but guess
absolutely.
what? It didn't. You got quickly right back on the program, and you feel great.
Yeah, I could have went down an awful road, but I didn't. And thank goodness for the medicine. Thank goodness for the education behind the medicine too, because I could have really brought back some old habits, but because of what I know in these last 6 months, I didn't. I went back from the vacation, back home. We got back on our fasting plan for the mornings.
Yeah.
We were back to drinking our waters and Gatorades, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have that soda or the sweet tea or whatever else I partake in. But it's also good to have that aid though, right?
Yeah.
You can have a little fun, but still know that you can correct it very quickly.
Correct, because it goes back to keeping you on the diet and quantity in mind. And I think what this medication has provided for so many of our clients. We had recently a patient reach out, 55 pounds down, and she's never felt better. She's a school teacher, and she's down on some of her mood stabilizing medications,
Sure.
Anxiety, depression, and she's better in her classroom. She's better as a sister, an aunt. She's better for her kids. She's, I think, a 2nd or 3rd grade teacher. She's better at school. So I always tell patients, how are you going to show up? Are you going to show up tired, fatigued, and you're not going to feel like yourself? Or have you lost that person 10 years ago and you're wanting to get back to your old self? And what is going through your mind about, all right, I'm headed on this path and I'm going down a slippery slope. I'm only gaining weight. I'm on a bunch of medicines. I wasn't like this all the time. Like,
right.
I haven't been like this. And you want to reset or reverse some of the disease, guys, STL Med Weight Loss here, Dr. Joseph Moleski and my team, we're here to help you, and we're here to guide you to that success.
The energy level is, I can't even compare it to anything ever, quite frankly. You know, and maybe I've had it back in the day, and it's been so long that I've had it that I don't remember it. You know, being on vacation, Silver Dollar City. You know, they have a big old pumpkin festival going on right now. Addie loved it, but if you don't know where Silver Dollar City is, in Branson, Table Rock Lake area, it's Indian Point. It's in the Ozarks. It's all on a cliff, hillsides.
Yeah.
You're going downhill, you're going back uphill. Old Drew, I would have needed that electric scooter to get back up the hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no way I would have been able to do that walk without taking breaks, without, you know, resting, because my ankles would have been looking like blimps.
Yeah.
But, you know, with back by my side and with Addie, and we're pushing her on her stroller and kid cart, we just kept flying. We just kept breezing through everything.
It's a great example.
It's amazing.
What are you missing out on?
That's a great point.
What are you missing out on because of your weight? What are you not doing throughout your? Oh, hey, I have to reschedule, or I don't feel confident, or I can't do that. Guys, here we want to change that I can't till I try, till yes I can do it. So this is a lot bigger than weight loss. This is about increasing your confidence, but also being able to do things that you maybe wouldn't have done, and now you can do. And think about how much more happiness you were able to share with your family when you're able to do those hills, go up and down, go throughout Silver Dollar City, see those things with your daughter.
It was our first vacation since before Addie was born and before we had gotten married. We went to Disney World. This would have been in Orlando, November of 21. So we're looking at almost 2 years ago. And I do remember that trip, like how tired I was.
Yep.
And I wasn't even at my heaviest at that point. You know, so it just goes to show you, no matter what weight you're at, you the listener now, if you need the 5 pounds off, the 20 pounds, the 80 pounds like I'm approaching, there's a plan, there's a dose for you that Dr. Joe can get you with the education, with the medication, with this tool. You can change the course of your life. You mentioned the word confidence. I'll use the other C word, courageous. If you're courageous enough and bold enough and strong enough to try this and commit to this program, you're going to get that confidence, and you're going to have that clarity in your mind and in your life, and be so thankful that you gave it a go.
And even if it is you try it for 2 months, trust me, after that 2 months, you're going to say, wow, like I'm down 10 pounds, I'm down 15, maybe even 20 pounds, and now I can, go to the gym, or I can, take longer walks, or I can work out. Like, people, I feel like, just need that, that they need to get over the hump, and they need
a little boost, that little push,
and that push, and then they're able to get down 30, 40, 50 pounds. It just keeps going. And guys, if I could say one thing today, would be challenge yourself, bet on yourself, invest in you, and you'll be pretty surprised about how much more energy you're going to have in less than 30 days.
Yeah, you'll be glad you did. And you tout, within your social medias, 90 days.
Yeah.
You get that 10, 20, 30 pounds off, and then you're really hooked into the program. But you're right. I mean, even after one dose, seeing what happens in that first month, seeing that weight drop off, you are so encouraged to be like, oh my gosh, this is actually working.
Yeah, I had one patient, she lost 8 pounds in about 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
And so typically we see 8 to 10 pounds in about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, but she lost it. And also she was doing my diet, the diet I recommend.
Right.
Stay away from necessarily plant-based and
not
vegetable.
McDonald's?
Yeah, no.
Not Burger King?
You want to focus on, the carbohydrates from fruit, as well as root vegetables, but you really want to focus in on grass-fed organic beef. And so she started doing that, and she lost a couple pounds before even starting the shot.
Isn't that crazy?
And then she started the shot, and within a week she lost another 4 or 5 pounds. So guys, it's partly the medication, but partly the education, and it's partly you being involved, having that participation aspect. So medication as a tool, tirzepatide, using the education we provide on social media, the Share the Health community we're building, and then you participating, being a part of it, and being, aware of your food choices and making those decisions actively, not in the backseat, to make sure that you achieve long-lasting results. Guys, we're here. We're here for you. We've seen multiple clients lose 50, 60, 75 pounds with Drew, and we're here to help. STLMedWeightLoss.com. Drew, give him the number.
636-628-6604. You go to the website, you call the phone number, you book online, you get the same day appointment.
Same day.
That's huge. 100% telemedicine, the medication shipped to your door just a few days later.
Privacy, guys. You're getting privacy to where, weight loss, you want to do it on your own and you want to have it in the convenience of your home. We provide that. And I'm always a phone call away. Remember that.